everyone. This is the debrief episode 3. This is the debrief episode 3. We're going to be talking about basically what happened after the race, all the news, where other teams could have done better. But that's what the debrief's about. And my co-D, my co-Qs, my partner in crime is Toto Hammer. There you go. There's Toto Hammer. Listen, just put this video on now. Started doing a live stream like we always do every week. And Helmut Marko's moaning, man. Helmut Marko's moaning. Helmut Marko slams the FIA. Slams the FIA. For not making the end of the Australian Grand Prix even more. Basically, but what he's trying to say is that the FIA made the race more dangerous. That's what Helmut Marko's saying. I can't see how they did.
I don't know.
They finished on a safety car where it should have been in Abu Dhabi 2021. They finished under a safety car. So what do you think?
I'm quite one who was saying that you made the race. FIA made the race more dangerous. The FIA put a safety car out when there was gravel on the floor. In my book, they shouldn't have done that, but they've still done it just to make it safe.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how the FIA made it unsafe.
Yeah. The steward at lap 54, look, at the end of the day, man, it don't matter what lap it is, yeah? The stewards decided to red flag the race after 54 laps to clear Kevin Magnussen's car, right? Kevin Magnussen's stricken Haas, and he has decided the right rear wheel. Remember the right rear wheel came off, and he discarded the right wheel. Yeah. That's basically what he said, which we know this already because we talked about the video yesterday, that his right rear wheel fell off. So I'll say that again. The stewards decided to red flag the race after 54 laps to clear Kevin Magnussen, stricken Haas, and his discarded right rear wheel. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a safety car. Finishing under a safety car. That's how it should be. That's how, like I said, Abu Dhabi 2021 should have been. Should have finished under a safety car. And obviously, it never. And it should have been. And people can see that now. And the guy that was shouting his mouth off, like I talked about in the video yesterday the most, was Max Verstappen in the press conference with Lewis Hamilton sitting right next to him and looking at him like to say, yeah. You could read Lewis's face, his body language. So basically, that's Marko for you. Marko's always moaning. He just loves moaning just to try and stay relevant in the F1 world. So, the big topic is, well, it's not a big topic. It's what people are moaning about on the internet at the moment. Is Carlos Sainz getting that penalty. There's 2 incidents. There's one by Ocon, which one of my mates on Twitter has put up on Twitter. And there's a video footage of it of Ocon, just before Ocon and Gasly made impact. You saw Ocon taking the same line as Carlos Sainz. Everything the same, just before impact, going over the line, the first corner. And he never got a penalty for it. But Carlos Sainz did. And Carlos Sainz had no choice but to make impact with I'm going to play it back now. I'm watching it now. Carlos Sainz is going straight down there, first corner. He's coming into the first corner. Look, he's got nowhere to go. And the car, it just goes in front of him. Right? Look, I can see it now. It's a 10-second video. I'm going to watch it now, right? Carlos Sainz hits the first corner just like Gasly. No, Ocon. And the Aston Martin is on the outside. Half of his wheels are off the track. And all Sainz is doing is holding the line. There's nothing Sainz could do. He couldn't go on the right-hand side because there was another car there. He couldn't go on the left-hand side because the Aston Martin just came on the left-hand side. I think it was Alonso. And you could see he's trying to back off and he's got his wheels straight. And you can see he's trying to back off. But obviously the Aston Martin just comes over and hits him. Now, he gets a penalty for that. I do not agree with that at all. He was right to go to the stewards. I didn't really go over this yesterday because I just wanted to do the quick live reaction. But when I saw this, now I'm looking at it now and my mate showed me the 2 videos side by side. you could see that he didn't deserve that penalty, because if you're going to give him a penalty, you've got to give the Ocon a penalty as well. No consistency again. They should look at this. If us as normal fans, just normal standard fans, are looking at this video and we can see, analysing it, we're not experts. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm just a fan looking in. But you could see with your own eyes, yeah, that and the incident with Ocon just before he made impact with Gasly is the same. And he gets a penalty for it. That's what I'm talking about, the F1 consistency. You know what he's saying? I don't think Sainz should have got a penalty.
No, you can see Sainz, I completely agree as well. I don't think Sainz should have got that penalty because, and you can also see between the two Alpine drivers that a feud is building there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Look, I know when this happened was after the safety car restart, and I think after that incident, they stopped the race, and I think they ended on the safety car. Red flagged it, ended. So listen, I don't think I should have got that penalty. Those cut it in that point. What driver has time to react? There's so much cars around him.
I know.
We lost 6 cars at that point. There's so many cars off the track. And I just don't know why Sainz got that penalty.
You're breaking up really bad, bro. Your quality is going really like muggy. Can hardly see it. It's just completely faded. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's also, yeah, that's a bit better now. It's also basically this is on a website called, if I can name the website, it's called planetf1.com. It says, it says George Russell suspects that Red Bull are sandbagging to avoid a FIA rule change. Now, I don't know. He says, although Max Verstappen only built up a 9-second advantage during the longest stint at Australian Grand Prix, George Russell believes that the Dutchman was downplaying Red Bull's superior pace. So even though Red Bull are winning races by 10 to 15 seconds, some races 35 seconds, I think 40 at one time, he believes that they're sandbagging to avoid a FIA change. Because you know, I heard something like this before, that Ross Brawn, which I don't trust anyway, Ross Brawn says if a team is running away with it so fast, they're going to rein him in. They're going to kind of change the rules so it makes it more even. And George Russell believes, this might play into what George Russell has said, he believes that they're sandbagging and they can be even faster. That's what he reckons. That's what he's saying. So what you reckon? You reckon they're sandbagging?
Look, I don't know. To be honest. Look, Red Bull, even though, say if they're sandbagging or slowing down on purpose, even though they're still won by like a good gap, 8-9 seconds.
We know this. That's not what I'm saying.
I just think the Mercedes pace, it just got better, in my opinion. I think the Mercedes pace of that car had just got better. I don't think Red Bull is sandbagging, in my opinion. I think they're still driving as it is. I don't think the Mercedes pace, the Mercedes car has got better, and then the seconds just change a little bit, and that's just in my opinion. I don't think Red Bull are sandbagging.
Well, we'll see what happens if it comes out. Even if they are, they're not going to get caught, are they? Let's face it. With the record with Red Bull and the FIA, they're not going to get... nothing's going to happen to them.
I know.
Yeah. What do you think of that Alonso thing, man? Look. Alonso knows that was fair. We know how big these drivers' egos are. You know, the egos of the drivers. We all know how their egos is big as the car. Probably bigger. And there's no way, right? There's no way. There was nothing wrong with that overtake. The 2 overtakes, the one on Max Verstappen that he done, and the one where he kind of, when he passed Alonso, not past Alonso, when he passed Max Verstappen, and they both went wheel to wheel, but there was a little gap, and then they both left each other space. Nobody clashed with each other. Yeah. That was a fair overtake. This is why it didn't go to the stewards. We know how the stewards favour
Yeah.
Red Bull. But you know what? You know what I thought, yeah? What was very interesting in that press conference? People were saying, like, you know, when he passed Lewis, when Lewis passed him, and the commentator saying, Lord, oh, that's the maturity of Max Verstappen. He's not moaning about being passed by Lewis Hamilton. The reason why he's not moaning because he knows he's going to catch him 2 laps after. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
If Lewis passes him, he'll go, okay, you passed me there. But yeah, a bit of my ego is dented. But he knows 2-3 laps after, he's going to pass him. Simple. This is why he's not moaning. He knows he's got the car underneath him. This is what they don't tell you in the news, and this is what the commentators don't say. If he was in a car not as fast as Mercedes, then you'd see him challenge, and then you would see him fight for that position. But he knows he's in the position that Lewis was a couple of years ago, when Lewis didn't really want to challenge him because Lewis knew he had the superior car. He knew he had this and that, yeah, and he didn't want to get into conflicts. Now it's the other way around, but with the difference between Lewis and Verstappen, Lewis won't run Max off-road like Max did with him in 2021. Lewis will just be the professional, giving space and then go for it. But Max Verstappen won't. Max Verstappen, everyone's like, oh, Max Verstappen's changed, he's mature. No, he has not changed. He's just got the better car. He's got the better car now, so he can just chill. He can chill now. He's got the better car, far superior. Oh, yeah, you'll pass me now, but I know in 3-4 laps, I'm going to get you on the DRS. All he does, all Max Verstappen, you know, all Max Verstappen's races are now. I don't care. He doesn't care where he finishes in qualifying. He doesn't care. Because he knows all he's thinking about is, right, I'll just sit behind my opponents, click that DRS, and it's game over. So that's how I look at it anyway. But what do you think of Russell saying that he could have won that race yesterday? I'm going to leave this to you.
And look, the thing, let me comment on that. Look, Russell, I don't think it's not 100% sure that he would have won that race.
100%.
Because you know how fast that Red Bull
100%.
is. You know how fast their DRS is.
Can I, before you start,
17, 18
sorry for interrupting you. 0% that he was going to win the race.
Yeah, and look, especially on the DRS, they got the fastest DRS on that grid than any car. So that's a big advantage to Red Bull straight away. And look, Russell saying he might win the race, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because look at Lewis for an example.
That anyway. Nobody thinks that they would have won the race. That's what's funny. That's what's funny. Nobody thought that he's got 0 chance of winning the race. He would not have kept Max.
Yeah.
If Lewis couldn't keep Max Verstappen behind him for more than 3 or 4 laps on a DRS zone, how is Russell going to do it? And the thing about it, you can stick anybody in that car. You can stick any driver in that Red Bull car. Once they hit that DRS zone, they are going to pasture. It could be Mazepin. It could be Mick Schumacher. It could be Logan Sargent. It could be any driver you want. I will pick any driver on that grid you want. You don't even have to have the talent. Long as you can put your foot down and you're a half-decent driver, you don't even have to be the best driver. As soon as you click that DRS zone, bye-bye. And that's all Max did. And for Russell coming out and saying, it was on for a win, that is, listen, Russell, yeah? I respect Russell, yeah? And I'm a big advocate of George Russell. But coming out with that statement and saying that, oh, yeah, the race was on. It was on for a win. When I heard that, I thought it was like, oh, dear, me. Better to not talk. Better to not talk. It's the best way.
And take Lewis for an example. When Lewis is leading the race after the red flag, had the standard restart, Hamilton got a good start. 2 laps after, because every 2 laps after a restart, DRS activates. And then you knew then Verstappen was going to pass Hamilton.
Yeah.
Easy.
And
that fast left-hander, you know it's a guarantee, because after the fast left-hander, DRS ends. They have that, I'll just call it the mini Baggett's and Beckett's because it looks like it anyway.
Yeah.
That swoop in corners, and then there's another straight, and
Yeah.
that's when DRS activates again, and you
Yeah.
just know Red Bull, Max Verstappen's gonna beat him easy.
But yeah. And you know what's weird though with this? It seems like, but I didn't notice this yesterday. This is what we talk about. We talk about it on a debrief. Have you noticed Checo's car don't seem as fast on the DRS? I'm not sure if it's me, you know. Because when I saw Checo right passing people on the straight, it didn't seem like it was as easy as Max Verstappen. And I'm about on the straight. You know, it didn't seem like as fast. But we know how that is with Red Bull. I don't know what they're giving Checo's car, but it don't seem like it's fast as Max Verstappen. I don't care about the corners and the bends. I don't care about the slow speed corners. I'm about on the straights. On the straights, them cars should be the same. They should be the same on the straights. You put your foot down and you go for it. And Max Verstappen's car looks a lot faster than Checo's. That's just my opinion. What do you reckon? You think it does?
I know. Because he started from the back, and it took him so long to come through the pack. That was Max starting from 20th or near the back. He would have been in the top 5.
Exactly.
Top 6.
Exactly.
So you know that Red Bull is obviously favouring Verstappen like they have for the past years.
Always.
You know they're just always giving him the best car.
Oh yeah. And it's just a bit suspicious that after was it Jeddah when Checo got the win and he got the qualifying, he got the win and he was up for that championship. It's funny how everything's gone back to reality. Everything's gone back to they've kind of brought him back down a peg or two. Checo was so happy after Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, got the quali, got the race win, and obviously he's challenging his own teammate. He's suspicious of his team now, asking them questions. And now he's coming into this weekend. It wasn't working for him in practice. It wasn't working for him in qualifying. And now it's his car that he's just probably thinking, you know what? What's going on with my car? And it's not like he's hiding it in the press conference. He's coming out and he's saying it. He's saying it on the press conference. So good for him, man. But the team, you're only as fast as your team, you know. They want to make your car slow. I'm not saying that Red Bull are doing it, but if they want to, they can. So, that's it, man. That's it, really. There's something on here about Alonso, about his marriage, but I'm not going to get into that because that's not on a credible website. But yeah, I don't think Sainz deserved that penalty. No way. And he was right to go to the stewards. And if I was Ferrari, I'd go more further and try and get it overturned because that looked like similar to the Ocon incident just before Ocon and Gasly made impact when they got with the same corner. They go over the same chicane, same corner, same bend. Not the first bend at Australia. When you go straight down and there's that bend, they both go on the same bend. And he got the penalty for it and Ocon got away with it. So I thought that was a bit suspicious. But that's it, really. That's the end of the debrief. How long have we been going? 20 minutes. Whoa, time flies, man. 20 minutes. So that's the end of the debrief. After this, we're doing a live Liverpool. We're going to do a live Liverpool. Now we're doing the WWE now. We're doing a WWE review on what happened at WrestleMania. We're doing that now. And then later on, later on, in the nighttime, late night, just before, maybe not before midnight, we're going to be doing Liverpool. I'm watching this video on Twitter. It's funny about this, man. This young guy this old guy just done something funny on Twitter. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So now we're doing the WWE review, and straight after that, we're going to be doing the football player ratings for tomorrow. Not player ratings, player prediction. And that'll be Toto doing his expert analysis on Liverpool. He's going to pick his team, who he thinks going to play Chelsea tomorrow. So this is Solo P1 signing out. Hit that QR code up there. That will open a portal, and you'll see all my podcasts on there. Spotify, iTunes, all my podcasts, all my Twitch, my Twitter is all in that QR code. It's all in that QR code in that corner. Toto's got his channel as well. This is streaming on Toto's channel. We're doing a restream. This is a double stream. First time ever on my channel. We are doing a double stream because the debrief belongs to both of us, so we're going to stream it on both the channels at the same time. So if you don't want to watch it on my channel again, you can go watch it on Toto's channel. No problem. His channel is in the link description below. So this is Solo P one signing out. See you later, guys. I'm going to get the last word in.
Bye.